Hello, hello. It is Sarah Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for Moon Astrology Tarot, this time for the moon in Capricorn. This is April 28th through the 30th. We're there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Mars will not only conjunct Neptune, but will also ingress into Aries, his home sign, right after that, shortly after that conjunction. Maybe it's like a day or something like that. I don't really know the timeline. I forgot. And we're very close to Venus and therefore entering Taurus, not during this lunation, but in the Aquarius moon. Venus will move into Taurus. So we're getting there. We're getting there, kids. We're getting there. Okay. So moon in Capricorn. Moon's in Capricorn. Like moon is at a detriment in Capricorn, right? And so this is check your emotions at the door and get your shit done. Get disciplined, get motivated, whatever you need to do to use this moon in Capricorn, do it, do it, do it. Use this type of energy. This is a get shit done moon. I call it that all the time. But it's an earth moon. Now it is going to square with, of course, all of the Aries placements. So Mercury, North Node, Mercury, Chiron, and even Venus as it gets towards the end of the Capricorn cycle. But it'll also, when it's squaring the North Node, it's also going to T-square with the South Node. So this could be like, I feel like anytime that Capricorn moon is squaring off with these particular nodes in Aries and in Libra, it's kind of like the could be the bitterness in a relationship, if there is any. It could be that one person that's ready to walk out the door could walk out the door. Or maybe a disagreement or a fight or something like that, or y'all make up and have like the best sex ever. Could go either way, right? Depending on the state of affairs with your relationship that you're in. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. I use it as an example, but it could also be like you get to that point with your relationship with an organization or an entity or government, where you're like, I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to follow that lead, that authoritative lead anymore, kind of thing. We are in this Pluto and Aquarius energy, and it's slowing down, getting ready to go retrograde, but it's not retrograde yet. And so, you could be just kind of over it with whatever authoritative forces may be coming at you. I got to be careful what I say because YouTube censorship, all that bullshit, but it is a thing. And so you got to be attentive of it. Anywho, so use this moon to really hunker down. Again, I said it in the Scorpio full moon video, and I'll say it again here. Know the difference between motivation and discipline. Motivation gets you to the store, but discipline gets you home, puts the groceries away, and meal preps all your food, right? Discipline has you put your phone down and get out of the locker room and actually go do the workout. And if you cannot find the motivation to do the thing, maybe you're out of alignment and that thing is not what's serving you or not what you're meant to be doing in this moment, right? I often have to be a little self-compassionate with myself about writing my book. It's like I really want to write the book, but like the it's just not coming through. And so, but also there's me having the discipline to sit down and write the book, or even sitting down and having the discipline to read a book sometimes, right? So I'm just as distractible as anybody else. But anyway, so use this Capricorn moon. I love Capricorn moons because I'm a water airy person that really appreciates earth energy. This moon will trine harmoniously with the Taurus placements. So trine the sun, trine the Uranus, trine Jupiter, all of that. So, that could be super supportive after that Uranus Jupiter conjunction on the 20th. So, this could be really good. It could also, like I said, it can be a little vicious, just depending on where you are emotionally with things. and whatnot. So let's see what's up with the Star Trek Tarot. And yes, I have the ancient divine feminine or ancient feminine wisdom deck, and hopefully we get a different card this time. So let's see what we got with the tarot. Oops, come on. Oh, we got the moon, ensign row, upright, the moon upright. This could be illusions. The moon is watery, so it could be illusions. With that Mars Neptune conjunction, definitely we're talking about some illusory energy. We're talking about delusions. Maybe you're deluding yourself into believing that things are working out. Maybe something on the media is presenting like it's all going okay. When in reality, it's all not okay. Or maybe you're convincing yourself that you are still in love or you're still wanting to be a part of something when you're really not. So don't get caught by the fog. Don't get caught in the fog of misinformation. Damn, that's a poor choice of words considering what all we've been through in the last few years. But you know, it's this is why that we want to use like copaiba, and we want to use like lemon and eucalyptus to keep our minds clear. We want to avoid like substances and things like that because we want to keep our mind clear, and that includes caffeine and sugar, not just alcohol and other substances of the sort. Intoxicants, but it also includes caffeine and sugar and keeping our headspace clear. So we'll see what's up with this divine or ancient feminine wisdom. Swear to God, I shuffled the deck. All right. Okay, we got Titch, Tyche, Titch. And this is fortune. Yep, fortune. So here's the thing about if you're feeling like you're not getting what you want. Sometimes you gotta let shit go. And I do mean shit, right? You gotta let shit go so you can have gold. You can have diamonds, right? I do think there is fortune to be had in this year, in this moment, during this Taurus season, during this Moon and Capricorn moment. I think there is fortune to be had. I think that there is, people can thrive, people can flourish. Hell, I chose that for my word for 2024, flourish. I do believe it's possible for people to flourish during this time. And I know that maybe you think I'm a lunatic for saying that, but that's okay. But I feel like this is where it's like, getting out of the authoritative control of certain things, and, doing your own damn thing, finding your Uranus freedom, rebellion, will actually bring you your fortune. This is also if you hang on to shitty relationships, whatever those relationships are with other people. I held on to some friendships for like a super long time. I even held on to an old boyfriend. This was like 12 years, 20 years ago. I held on to a romantic relationship for a really long time, and it sucked because I felt like I was constantly in like battle with him communication wise over like him needing therapy and him not wanting it. And it sucked. So, and I've held on to friends and tried to fight to be friends with people. And it sucks because you're constantly feeling like you are not enough. And, the more you can step into who you are and be authentic, hell, the better you're going to feel and the more fortune and the more thriving will happen for you. So keep that in mind. This is a tough thing for people because I realize like it's hard to let go of relationships. I was friends with people for over 25 years when friendships ended, and it's painful and it creates grieving. And I get that. And now here I am, like years away, years out of that, years away from those, removed, that's the word, years removed from those situations. And I'm grateful that even though it was a painful time for me. So, um, myrrh. Ooh, we haven't had myrrh in quite some time. Myrrh is myrrh. And this is soothes, comforts, and brings transformation, or actually, sorry, transcendence. Yeah. So Chiron is super active as planets move through Aries. And so, we had like a Venus conjunct Chiron. I didn't mention it, but it did happen like last week. And so you know, we're meant to shift our wounded self into, Chiron is the wounded healer. He's also considered the great teacher. And so whatever your wounding is potentially what you're able to teach and share with the world. And so it's something to consider if you are somebody who feels like you can, be of influence or be of support to a younger people who need empowerment right now, who need those of us that are older to really step the fuck up and be supportive and be influencers, and not in like the influencer on social media bullshit way, but in like the legit empower them to be ambitious, to have goals, to have a sense of purpose. And so I feel like this is very important. Myrrh is a good one. Frankincense is a good one. Now, I believe you can get both frankincense and myrrh, not only in oil form. I have both of them in roller jars, but you can also get them in incense form, which may be good as sort of like a smudgish type thing to support your environment. So I love this. I love the fortune card, the Titch card, and I also love the moon upright, even if the moon is about illusory stuff. But I think it's like clearing the freaking brain fog, and stepping out of your victimhood. It's um, and really being, finding your way of being supportive, being a mentor, being a guide to those around you, or to, maybe it's to teenagers or young adults, or however that rolls for you. There's opportunities everywhere for all of us to step into a higher space so that we can support younger people. If you're watching my channel, I mean, I'm in my mid 40s. I know quite a few people who do watch my channel are in their mid 40s or older. But even if you're not in your mid 40s and you're maybe younger, just know that there's a bunch of us out here in our mid 40s that are working through our wounds and I'm wanting to try, making this, leap to transcend so we can support you. So we out here. So keep trucking. All right, that's what I got for this moon in Capricorn. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check all the links below, including my guest appearance on the Hearts Unleashed podcast, where I do talk about breaking up with your victimhood. Definitely well worth listening to that right now in this space and time. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one.